Hi folks, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics, and it's trade-in time. In this case, I'm sorry if it's a bit blowy and it's affecting the mic, by the way, but it is a bit blowy. This is a Land Rover Discovery 2 from, let me see, Y-Reg. That's about year 2000, 2001, I think, isn't it? And it's in the nice, desirable colour, the lovely dark green. It has a set of alloy wheels. I'm guessing it must be a mid-range model, and as you look around the car like we are together, it does have a few imperfections which I'm going to point out in regards to some of its bodywork, but generally speaking it's pretty presentable, and it would probably suit somebody who was looking for an inexpensive towing vehicle or to use something in the countryside. This is probably the worst bit. It looks like there's been a bit of an altercation with something on the corner of that front bumper. Not insurmountable, but you know, it's a good old Discovery, and they're pretty tough old things. This one's got MOT through to November 2021. It has had a coil spring conversion done on the back rather than the suspension airbags. Now I suspect that would have had a lot to do with the notorious issue with leaky airbags and compressors, etc. So you haven't got to worry about that for the future, because they've simply been disconnected and standard coil springs have been fitted. I noticed when I looked at the MOT, it did talk about having brakes wearing thin as an advisory. That was about 2,000 miles ago, albeit it was November 2020 when that MOT was carried out. But yeah, generally speaking, as I walk around this old Discovery, she doesn't look too bad. She certainly starts on the button. She changes through gears. I've just taken her for a drive. It all appears to work as it should. I mean, the owner was honest enough to say that occasional warning light comes on, but then it seems to go out afterwards, which is what counts. And looking at the old Discovery now, if you're getting close, you're going to see the odd scratch like that and the odd gouge in the plastics. It does have running boards fitted. In fact, most panels have got a few marks on. If I get in there, you can see that's scraped along a bush, but it's not seriously dented. It certainly doesn't look very, you know, sort of rusty and stuff. It all looks quite nice at the higher level. We can have a look inside in a minute. I mean, it's not super clean either, if I'm honest with you, but it was in pretty generally good condition, so you're seeing it as is. As you'd expect, there's a tow bar fitted with 2 sets of plugs, so good for a caravan. The spare wheel is there. It's worn, but I think it would suit you in an emergency, which is exactly what it's for. Around the back section, it looks pretty decent around there. I'm going around a bit slower this time. I've got an all-terrain tyre this side as a bit of a treat. Yeah, again, very presentable. If I get in close, as you can imagine, a few sort of scores to the paintwork here and there, but not much that seemed to have broken through the paint. And bonnet looks pretty decent. It doesn't seem to be suffering from the lacquer peel that a lot of them have. I believe this car's been a local car, owned in Hampshire for quite a while. Okay, let's have a look inside. So, as I say, it's not sparklingly clean in here. Oh, there's no sunroof. That means there's no leaks. That's an immediate bonus. Let's have a little look in here. I mean, it does need a hoover out, and it does need a bit of a valet, to be fair, but it won't make a great deal of difference. I've just noticed straight away there, if I can press one of these buttons, I might show you even better. I can't quite work out how you get these seats down, but what I'm seeing here is a couple of seats in the back as well, and a spare number plate for towing. So this one is a 7-seater model. It does have fold-down headrests. It is a bit mucky in here, but you are literally seeing this as is. It's a trade-in vehicle, and that's how we sell them. It looks like there's some sort of strap on that handle there. I'll have to investigate what that's about, possibly a broken door handle. But yeah, presentable in the back. It's a cloth material. The seats don't appear to be in too bad a shape. I'm sure they would clean up quite nicely. Inside, it's a bit grubby in here. It needs a good valet, and someone's taped this seat up, so no doubt that's hold. But let's have a sit behind the wheel. That's better. Much nicer in here. Now, this particular model does appear to have air conditioning. I believe the least it needs is to be recharged. There's a radio cassette. If you've got any cassettes still, I know the radio works, it was just playing. You can put them into high and low ratios here, and you've got a 4-speed automatic gearbox. This one has electric windows. I'm trying to see what other features you've got. It looks like it's got settings here for cruise control. I must admit that is totally untested. There's a little bit of a palaver for bypassing the immobiliser on here. So you turn the key to a position where the ignition lights come on, and then you hit this button. Oops, let's turn the volume down. There we go. You hit this button, and she's straight away, she's up. And typical TD5, they start well, run well. Oh dear, I put it on to long wave. I shouldn't have done that. That's better. In fact, I think we'd do better off that stereo altogether. So yeah, it's you know, there's a little bit of sagginess to the roof lining, which I think you expect one of these Discoveries. But as we look at her here, we don't have too much to worry about. I think there's a sticker probably there covering over a warning light. I've seen that old trick before. But trust me, we're not selling this car as a sort of a mint condition vehicle by any means. This is definitely priced accordingly, because some of these Discoveries are rather expensive these days. This one isn't. She runs well, she drives spot on. Undoubtedly there's going to be one or two issues with a Discovery that's 20 years old. However, I think at the price point, this will do somebody a turn, and in fact, if they're an enthusiast, they could probably address any of those little niggles and take it up to the next price range. But I think just as an attractive, in the best colour combination in my opinion, 20-year-old Discovery, I think she's livable just how she is. She's got a long MOT on her. She didn't have very many advisories on the last MOT, which is quite good for one of these. 202,000 miles, and appears still to be going strong, albeit she does have a few niggles that I hope I've addressed in this video. Well, thank you for watching, folks. We've got this one in stock now. Usually an inexpensive Discovery won't last too long, so get in touch before she's gone. That's Danny at Bradley James Classics signing out. Thank you.